Hey gaming fans, so today I'm going to be checking out the rest of this mystery pack that I got from the dollar store. This was actually just like a gift from my daughter, like a Father's Day gift. So, I haven't actually played Magic in so long, but I still collect the cards. I still like the game. And I still have a few decks that I've built and kind of kept. So, yeah, so I already opened up the first batch, and I was surprised to see some cards that I actually recognized. I thought it would be all new stuff that I wouldn't even know anything about. But, there's reprints and stuff and all that kind of, jazz. So, let's get to the final batch of cards and see if I recognize anything. Alright, so Deface. I actually remember this one in the first... I think I got it somewhere around there. I thought this was a good one. That's somewhere in there. But yeah, Deface. So you choose one, destroy an artifact, or destroy target creature with Defender. Always a fan of cards that give you multiple effects, so why not? Cat Monk. Orcos Sun Guide. 2/2 inspired. Whenever Orcos Sun Guide becomes untapped, gain 2 life. Oh, that's okay for a life-gaining deck. Rigging Runner, first strike. Rigging Runner enters the battlefield with +1/+1 counter on it, and if you attack this with a creature this turn. So that's pretty good actually. One mana, first strike, 1/1, has a power booster. Pretty good. Artificer's Assistant, flying. Whenever you cast a historic spell, scry 1. Artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are historic. Okay, I've never heard of that before. That's a new thing for me. Prey Upon. Target creature you control gains fight until the... fights. I'm not crazy about the fight mechanic. Concordia Pegasus. A 1/3 flyer for 2 mana. That's okay. Break of Day. Creatures you control get +1/+1 till the end of turn. Faithful Hour. If you have 5 or less life, those creatures also are indestructible this turn. Oh, that's okay. That's an old one. This is from Ice Age. When I started playing Magic, Ice Age was the thing that was out on the shelves. And I bought a lot of the Ice Age cards. And it's funny because the Ice Age are almost like, just reprinted versions of like 4th edition and below, but just modified a bit slightly in different names. So red, +2 until the end of turn. Use this ability only when a creature is assigned a block. Huh. Okay, so only if your opponent decides to block this thing can you pump them up. Evernight Shade gets +1/+1 till end of turn. Undying. Whenever this creature dies, if you had no +1/+1 counter on it, return it to the battlefield under control with a plus. Oh, I remember those. Okay, yeah, pretty cool effect. Just can come back. Spite of Mogus deals damage to target creature equal to the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Scry 1. Ah. Okay, so it only destroys a creature, though. Be cool if it hit your opponent's life. Brink of Disaster. Enchant creature or land. When enchanted permanent becomes tapped, destroy it. That's fun. I always loved building land destruction decks, even though they're the most annoying decks to face against. I remember playing even online Magic, and the moment I would destroy one of their lands, they would quit. Foundry Screecher. Foundry Creature gets +1 as long as you control an artifact. Okay, so potentially a 3/1 for 3 mana flying. Not bad. Justicar's Portal. Exile target creature you control and then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. Gains first strike. Oh, these flicker cards. I always loved those too. I remember having a whole deck based on like flickering creatures in and out of play. Night of Sorrows. Can block an additional creature each combat. Okay. Afterlife. Yeah, so he comes back as well. When Dire Fleet Horde dies, create a colorless treasure artifact token with sacrifice this artifact. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. Okay, so that's cool. A black, 1 colorless, and then you can, when he dies, you get something that can generate mana. Flash. You can play this as an instant. I think I remember this one. It just boosts up the creature's power by 2. You just got to pay 2. Gleaming Barrier is an artifact wall with Defender. I remember when the Defender thing came out too. Like, it used to be if it was a wall, it could never attack. But then they created this Defender ability, and then some walls didn't have Defender, so they could attack. When Gleaming Barrier dies, create a colorless treasure artifact token. Oh, so they did a whole series of these things. That's cool. It's a 0/4 for 2 mana. I probably would have ended up playing this. Heat of Battle. Whenever a creature blocks, Heat of Battle deals 1 damage to that creature's controller. This is an old one. This is from Stronghold. I remember this set. Pretty good set. Intimidate. This creature can't be blocked except by artifact creatures and or creatures that share a color with it. Okay, I thought it was going to be black. Just black. Okay, that's alright. Kami of the Painted Road. Okay, yeah, I bought a lot of this one. I forgot the name of this set, but I remember this one. This had all the samurai stuff in it. That was a cool set. Divine Favor. Enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. As you can see, these are pretty mixed up. Like Stronghold again. Like these are old cards, so you can see the difference in the borders. Like this is the original card frame and then the new card frame. So they really mixed this up. When Mnemonic Wall enters the battlefield, you may return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. That's pretty cool. But it's 5 mana, but late game card. Cool. Taloni's Crown. Enters the battlefield, deal 1 damage to enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +3 and has trample. So pretty much you can't use this on a creature that has 1 or less well, 1 toughness, I should say. Has to at least have 2 toughness to play it. Canal Monitor. 5/3 for, it's a lizard for 5 mana. What's this? Oh, cool. I remember this card. Giantomancer. I don't know if I have a playset of these ones. I think I might. This is a rare. Target creature you control becomes a 7/7 till the end of turn. There's ways to sneak this guy into play too. I'm trying to remember how, but there is a way. He's 8 mana. But that's really cool. I like that. And it's a 1, and you could just keep paying it. So you could turn all your creatures into 7/7 creatures just by paying 1 for each creature. Nephilia Sea Kite. Flash. So you can come into play during your opponent's turn, basically. 2/3 flyer. Dark Thicket Wolf gets +2/+2 till the end of turn. Activate this only once each turn. That's alright. Destroy target creature. If that creature was human, you gain life equal to its toughness. So it's part of like the vampire type thing. And it's just a 1 mana gain 1 life for a simple effect. Snare Caster enters the battlefield. You be tap target creature. That's okay. Sacrifice him. You gain 7 life. Again, nice life gain decks. This creature has Raid. When Horde Chief enters the battlefield, if you attacked with this creature this turn, put a 1/1 white warrior creature token into the battlefield. 2/3. Lifecraft Cavalry enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters on it if a permanent you control left the battlefield this turn. So he could be a 6/6 for 5 mana. That's okay. Illgotten Inheritance. I'm not sure what set this is from, but at the beginning of your upkeep, Illgotten Inheritance deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life. Sacrifice it, deals 4 damage to target opponent and you gain 4 life. So this is probably like you want to play this in multiplayer. Spiteful Shadows. When an enchanted creature dealt damage, it deals that much damage to its controller. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Creatures you control get +2/+1 till the end of turn. That's pretty standard. He gets +3 till the end of turn, but you gotta pay 6 to make him that big. So, you know, but that's okay. You know, 2 mana for a 2/2 right off the bat, and then eventually he gets bigger. Enrage. Whenever Sun Crowned Hunters is dealt damage, deals 3 damage to target opponent. Okay. Create a 1/1 white vampire creature token with lifelink. A white vampire. Interesting. Trample. When he enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy counters. Never heard of those either. Whenever Riptarian Tiger attacks, you may pay 2 energy tokens, I guess, to do. If you do, it gets +2/+2 till the end of turn. Interesting. Sacrifice an artifact or creature. Put a 1/1 counter on Defiant Salvager. Activate this only time you could cast a sorcery. That's okay. Ruin Processor. So this is part of the Eldrazi series. When you cast Ruin Processor, you may put a card opponent owns from the exile into that player's graveyard. If you do, it gain 5 life. Whatever. Here's more of those energy counter guys. Death Touch. When Aether Poisoner enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy counters. Whenever Aether Poisoner attacks, you may pay 2 energy. If you do, create 1/1 colors. So I guess I don't know, do these things attach to the creature or is it to the player? It's kind of interesting. Sacrifice Morak Replica. You draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. That's okay. And it's just a 3/1 beater. Senate Courier gets Vigilance till the end of turn, so he doesn't have to tap to attack. Sacrifice an artifact, regenerate him. I think I remember this guy. And we got 2 more. Dutiful Return. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. So 4 mana to get 2 creatures. And locks it in. Line Breaker. This is from Magic 19. Yeah, I haven't been playing for a very long time, so I have no idea what's in 19. Anyways, yeah, that was the rest of the 100-pack mystery, whatever you call this thing. We have them here in our dollar store. It's like $4. Sometimes I'm noticing sometimes I go to the dollar store, I see cards there, I see Yu-Gi-Oh, I see Magic, I see Pokemon. You know, I see them every once in a while, and you always wonder what's in these random things. Like, I'm sure a lot of it's just cards that don't really sell in you know, in a pool somewhere, and they just kind of like put it all together and just package it up and sell it for cheap. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.